One morning, Percy was in the sheds. He wasn't feeling very well. Sir Topham Hatt had sent him to the train doctor to get better. I shall have to borrow another engine while Percy is away. The only other engine the other railway could spare was diesel. Thomas the Tank Engine remembered how Diesel had caused trouble the last time he came to the station. "You've come to help," Thomas said, "so no tricks." "Tricks?" purred Diesel. "I'm just happy to help you really useful engines again." "Good," Thomas said. But he didn't really believe Diesel. Diesel was set out to work when he met Toby. "Oh," Toby said, "it's you." Toby remembered Diesel's tricks too. "After you finish your job here, please pull those freight cars to the harbor," said Toby. He wanted Diesel as far from him as possible. Thomas and Toby made it clear to Diesel that they would not stand any nonsense. "No making stories or causing trouble," Thomas said. "Yes, Thomas," Diesel purred. "I understand, Thomas." The freight cars knew that Sir Topham Hatt sent Diesel away for making trouble in the past. "Let's have some fun with it," laughed the freight cars. "There's Naughty Diesel," they called. Diesel could feel his temper rising. "Yes, Thomas," teased the trucks. "I understand, Thomas." "I'll show you." He gave the freight cars a big push. Crash! Diesel pushed the freight cars right into a fence. Broken wood and upset cars were everywhere. "Rush!" Diesel growled. "Any more teasing, and I will squash you flat." Sir Topham Hatt was very angry at Diesel. "We're going back to the other railway as soon as you're finished with our work," said Topham Hatt. Diesel was sad that Sir Topham Hatt was angry with him. Later that day, Boko was chugging along when he realized he had an oil leak. "Thomas will have to take your passengers," said our driver. So Thomas puffed in and puffed away. Thomas started up the hill, but the tracks were oily and began to slip. "Help! Help!" said Thomas. Thomas could not stop his heavy train from pulling downhill. Suddenly, Clarabelle's back wheels fell off the track and into the mud. Thomas was stuck. "Serves him right," Diesel said when he heard about Thomas. But then, Diesel felt ashamed, and Thomas needed help, and Diesel was the closest and strongest on the line. "I'm coming, Thomas," he called. Bit by bit, Diesel crept forward on the oily track until he reached Thomas. Soon workmen arrived and helped put Clarabelle back on the line. They cleaned off the oil off the tracks and put dry sand on them. Diesel dug his wheels into the sand, pushed Clarabelle. Thomas helped too. And finally, they chugged back to the station. "Well done, Diesel," said Clarabelle. "You were great," Thomas said. Even Sir Topham Hatt was proud of Diesel, because he had rescued Thomas and Clarabelle. Everyone hoped that Diesel would come again. Diesel hoped so too. It's a good show.